For centuries, the name Lucifer has been used to describe the devil, the great rebel, the fallen light. But here's the truth. In the Bible itself, Lucifer appears only once. Just a single word, born from translation, that changed how the world sees good and evil. To understand how that happened, we'll examine 3 verses that shaped everything we believe about Lucifer. Verses that began as poetry, prophecy, and vision, and became the foundation of centuries of theology. Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? When this line was written, around the 8th century before Christ, the prophet Isaiah wasn't describing a fallen angel. He was condemning a man, the proud king of Babylon, who had exalted himself above God. In Hebrew, the text reads, Hillel ben Shachar, literally, shining one, son of dawn. It's a metaphor for arrogance, a ruler who rose high and was cast down. Centuries later, in 382 AD, the scholar Jerome translated the Hebrew Bible into Latin, the Vulgate. When he reached Isaiah 14:12, he rendered Hillel as Lucifer, meaning light-bearer or morning star. It was a perfectly ordinary Latin word at the time. But over generations, readers forgot the original context. They saw Lucifer falling from heaven and assumed it described the devil's rebellion. What began as a poetic insult toward a Babylonian king became the supposed biography of Satan. Luke 10:18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Jesus speaks these words after his disciples return, rejoicing that even demons obeyed them. He answers with a vision. I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. In context, Christ isn't retelling a past event. He's illustrating the defeat of evil through divine authority. But by the Middle Ages, theologians linked Luke's imagery of falling from heaven with Isaiah's Lucifer. 2 separate texts, written centuries apart, were merged into one story. Writers such as Thomas Aquinas in the Summa Theologica declared that Lucifer, once the highest angel, became Satan after pride led to his fall. From that point on, Lucifer and Satan became interchangeable in Christian tradition, though the Bible itself never equates them. Revelation 22:16, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. Here, at the end of Scripture, Jesus himself claims the title bright and morning star. In Greek, the word used is phosphoros, the same concept Jerome had earlier translated as Lucifer. That means the term once applied to the fallen king of Babylon, and later to Satan, is the very same symbol Christ uses for himself. A name that once signified pride and downfall is recast as one of light and redemption. This verse exposes the paradox. Lucifer was never a name for evil in the original languages. It simply meant the one who brings light. 3 verses, 3 translations, and 1 misunderstanding that reshaped theology for nearly 2,000 years. In Hebrew, Hillel ben Shachar was a poetic warning to a mortal king. In Latin, Lucifer became a word for light itself. In Christian tradition, the two were fused into a myth of rebellion and damnation. Now, when people hear Lucifer, they think of hell, not dawn. But the Bible's original languages never gave Satan that name. It was translation, interpretation, and centuries of retelling that forged the connection. The story of Lucifer isn't about a creature of fire and horns. It's about how a single word, light-bearer, fell from its original meaning, just as its subject supposedly fell from heaven. Perhaps the real lesson of these verses is this: truth can be lost not through lies, but through translation. And sometimes, what we call the devil began as light.